you're into raw foods, but even the slightest thought pulls you in. Something specific is happening behind the scenes. I went through this myself repeatedly, and once I figured it out, cravings stopped being the issue. They don't just appear randomly. If you pay attention, they follow specific patterns. And once you see those patterns, you stopped feeling controlled by them. They usually come from two different places, internal and external, which should be uncovered soon. And here is the key moment. When that craving hits, it feels urgent, like, I need this right now. But that feeling fades. Tomorrow you won't remember the craving. You will remember what you did. Either, yeah, I gave in, or I stayed aligned with what I want long term. Once you stop reacting instantly, you can handle cravings properly. All the practical points are in the one-page PDF below. Let me walk you through the main pieces, so you can understand what's going on. Had enough cooked food feels right on the surface, but this is where it's framed incorrectly. You remove it, but you don't replace it. It creates a gap, not physically, but mentally. If your raw meals feel like a downgrade, your mind goes back to what it already trusts. That was my case. I had that fixed idea that raw meant fruits, smoothies, and salads. I didn't consider things like raw pasta, burgers, and pizza, meals that can actually taste great if they're done right. Of course, I had cravings. There were no equal alternatives in place, at least in my mind. So the shift is simple. Don't remove, substitute. Write down the list of your favorite meals and find raw versions of them. I've put together a whole playlist of simple fill-in recipes. You can start right there. That alone eliminates a huge part of cravings. The second thing, you might be eating healthy, but your meals aren't holding you. I don't mean just taste, but the whole experience. Calorie intake, portion size, flavors, how full you feel. If that's off, cravings will show up later. It's usually the point when you start doubting. Maybe raw diet just doesn't work. But the issue is not the approach. It's how your meals are put together. To fix this, learn how to combine raw foods properly, understand the basics of raw nutrition, and keep improving your meals consistently over time. Get this right and you'll see a significant difference. The third layer, you have to face this. Your body is used to cooked food, and your microbiome is adapted to it. When you eat it, it expects more of it. When you switch to raw, there is a resistance at first. This is why this phase feels off. And it's normal. Your body doesn't adjust overnight. So cravings during this time doesn't mean it's not working. It means you're adjusting. The mistake is approaching every craving during this time as a signal to quit, instead of giving your system enough consistency and time to learn a new way of functioning. And there is the outside influence. Even you feel in control, your environment is still in play. You hear people talk about food, you smell it, you see others eating, and now your focus points to something else. Not because you decided to, but because it was under influence. If you rely only on willpower here, you'll get caught off guard. So instead, I suggest you get prepared. Having your raw meals ready, knowing what you're gonna eat. Because when that moment hits, you don't want to end up choosing in a rush. To summarize all of that, cravings usually come from no proper replacement at first, microbiome that is still adjusting, meals that are not holding you, and of course, your environment that's influencing you in a way you didn't expect it. When you realize all of that, it stops being unpredictable and it becomes something you can work with after all. And in many cases, going back the cooked food starts to feel off. If you want to know what to actually eat when you have no idea what to make, watch this video next.